It's in, yes. First, coming up, I have to point out that Dust 2 pick from Tiger. Now, that is a map that TYLOO beat them 16-9 on the last time these guys played. So that's going to be interesting, Blair.
And they haven't lost on Dust 2 in a while. Have TYLOO. So I don't know. Okay, look, again, like this is a game that really doesn't matter to both the teams. TYLOO is pretty much guaranteed to hold on to their first spot, whether they lose or not, because of the map difference and the map difference they have. Even though they would be tied with Invictus and Vici for the total number of points they have, and for Tiger, a loss or a win here doesn't really mix things up either. They're going to be still facing, I think, Beyond in their first matchup in the playoffs. So it's a game that doesn't really matter much to anyone. But if I'm TYLOO, it's kind of like a vengeance matchup, right? It's kind of a revenge match saying, hey, you know what? You faced off against us when our team was kind of new. You beat us. You got the upset win. And we're here to not even try really hard. We're just going to play our game. And we're going to beat you convincingly. And that's just showing that we are the kings of Asia. And let's see if that happens. The Mirage pick from TYLOO, not really surprised there. And it's going to be a fast hit coming in towards A, Dinko.
Ocas playing back in towards CT. Push already up from TYLOO as they put players onto the A bomb site. The smokes are up. Apart from CT, which is generally the strategy used as the flashbangs down in, but Ocas has been spotted in towards spawn, but slowly he needs to be careful. Players to the right side. Ocas, he's going to get one and a second kill. Attacker and Slowly both go down, and TYLOO, they may have the bomb site, but they haven't got a single kill into this pistol round yet. Now Summer's position, this could be huge, but he might be spotted over the top here. Ocas, he's going to be looking for him, and there it is. 3 kills from Ocas. Now just Dan King looking to pull off an incredible clutch with a P250, and it isn't going to happen. TYLOO just get absolutely destroyed by Ocas in the pistol round. Dan King barely staying alive, but it's Tiger with the pistol win.
Urky boy, he's tied up, like you said, with Kaze for being the highest rated player right now in the group stage of PAL 2020. And unfortunately for Kaze, Vici have done playing, right? So Verkaz actually has a phenomenal series here. He's got a wind up on top, and I think that's very fitting. He's a player that everyone's been keeping an eye on ever since he left Greyhound, or well, Renegades, and then headed back towards Mongolia to kind of form this this team. And I think we're all in agreement, Dinko, that when it comes to Tiger, that victory in RMR was a little bit of a fluke. It was a little bit of TYLOO underperforming, also considering the lineup is kind of new, and Tiger just kind of like peaking at the right moment. Ever since then, yeah, didn't play Pro League, and the first couple of initial games we saw from them were kind of quiet, at least the way they lost the first couple of games. But we were like, you know, probably they're having a slow start. But we've seen too many holes, too many issues with this team. And clearly, I feel, off the top of my head, like the obvious 3 names, Invictus, TYLOO, and Vici, I think they're just a better team. So, at least for Tiger, if they can take this game close, if they can maybe even get the win, even though it's a game that doesn't really mean much, it might really help their confidence moving on to the playoffs.
Yeah, because they take down Tiger, which was their only real threat in the last tournament, then who have they got to fear? Really no one. The bomb plant coming through. TYLOO looking to answer back with a second round force buy. So far, so good with a man advantage still in play. Urkas starts to come back in from the market, but look where Summer's coming from, right from behind. Now, there's a timer on this play for Tiger. They have to get back in quickly, and Attacker shuts down Dobu. It's just Urkas left alone, and this round just isn't winnable surely for him. It's going to be repeat, and Dan King shuts him down. TYLOO answer back after losing the pistol round, and they are here to play.
Oh yeah, they are indeed. Firstly, Dan King with a nice opening pick. He took the duel against the scout. There we go. I think it was 9 there. 9's been kind of hit or miss for me, right? There are moments where he looks so very good with the sniper rifles, and he's so instrumental in them winning some of the games. But just inconsistent. Again, that's a problem with this team. Inconsistency, especially even from Dobu, and that's not something you can have. You can't expect Urkas to be top fragging every single time, dropping 30 bombs and trying to win games that way. And especially against TYLOO, where everyone can be individually better than even Urkas. If they're having a decent day, it's not going to be walk in the park. The force by getting completely dismantled, and Cabal with the Swaggity Swag 7. They should find Summer. No, never mind. Summer
God.
just reads him like a book. How does he know, Dinko? How does this guy know?
He just pushes down straight into his jungle and hard checks the right corner. Somebody's just a beast. 3 and 2, 2-1 up. Round advantage in play for TYLOO. Tiger down to the ecos. This should be a 3rd round, absolutely no problem. was a little bit chaotic in the start of this ramp push. Slowly, the only player really going down that, and mostly in part by the damage that his own teammate inflicted. That's a real slow crouch peek as well. A little bit risky for the Mag. Mike 7 should have realistically found that kill. But attacker, just another contact play from TYLOO out on towards the A-bomb site. Now, they look so convincing on Mirage. And then there's points where they just kind of implode. We remember a couple of days ago when they found so many rounds and this kind of started to slowly slide out of their hands. So it's all about keeping the focus up for TYLOO, and I think they'll provide that respect to Tiger.
And also got to remember, Asian playoffs TYLOO is a whole different beast. Oh, they know where the stack is. Clearing everything out. You know, A-bomb side's theirs, and this just makes sense. But the cities have one flashbang, Dinko, and it's all about that timing. Somebody finds one. Waiting for the flash to pop.
Just ridiculous. Well, the flash actually gets rid of somebody's chances of winning the round. Dobu assisting Cabal and Summer and get himself a double kill alongside Attacker helping him out towards CT. So it's TYLOO. 3-1 on the board. Money's in the bank again here for Tiger. They're going to be picking up the rifles. They don't have that AWP available unless 9 decides to go with a glass cannon. And that is the call.
I'm still... like, okay, we know Tiger like to play Dust 2, so I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and be like, all right, for a game that doesn't really make an impact onto their, you know, the seeding and whatnot, they're just going to try what they have, you know, kind of like a test run of their Dust 2 against a team who has looked so far probably the best team on any map amongst all the teams playing here, apart from Nuke, of course, or Cass. Oh, spots out slowly. For a moment, they got a little scared for Urki, but he will find the kill. So opening kill going the way of the CD. Slowly off to a kind of a slow start. But still, team is 3-1 up, so not going to be feeling too worried about this. Somebody spots the barrel. He knows where the player is, but Urkas, the smoke blooms perfectly, Denko. Obscures his vision, and Urkas, 2 kills, an AK upgrade. And 2 men to the good, but Danking replies back.
Danking got himself into this position at the start of the round. He's only now just found success from it. Cabal mollied off, but he's going to throw one and reply. And Danking can't hang around. He's 2 HP. Urcast is aware that his teammate has funneled that player back into the ladder room, and now the push from TYLOO comes in towards B. NCL looking to hold on, but he whiffs the spray. How? Cabal, he looks back to short. Dan King is going to go down, but his teammate replies immediately. And now Urcast, can he be the one-man army to carry? Indeed he can. The bomb plant denied, and Dobu swings with him. A round picked up for Tiger, but it's all Urcast again. 3 kills picked up. We talk about Urcast having to deliver. He's the star of this team. Well, he shows up in this round.
Got too expensive there. I mean, after Urcast gets 2 kills initially, 3v5, they shouldn't have lost more than like 1 or 2. What's NCL doing there? Come on, man. Like, what's it a full spray commit? Like, you saw the head, a little bit of panic setting in as well, especially with someone that experienced. That should have been so much easier as Danking finds Urki. That's a danger man, Dinka. That's a guy who's been performing all this while. He gets shut down. Attacker with a wide, dry peek into Dobu. Well, there's nothing you can do. Just hold on to your guns. Hold on to your guns. And somebody's already... He's on a hunt, Dinka. He's already on a hunt. He's already in B apartments. They're not even bothering going for the bomb.
TYLOO barely used any utility in this round, Blah. It was all about headshots. Dan King runs out in towards A ramp. Just waits for the player to cross over. Urcast gets picked off by the AWP. We have a Palace peek going in. A Scout versus an AK in Palace. Of course, it goes the AK's way. Oh, TYLOO are just confident right now, and this is a scary TYLOO. Somebody wants to clean up the last 2 remaining players. The first headshot should be aware of the last remaining player's position. Cabal. Oh, he's dead. There's just no way he gets out of this round alive, surely. He will find somebody, but the rest are coming at him. He's going to have to spray away. He has to be so clean. And while he's done damage, and now they just run at him, swarming his position, and it slowly actually gets the kill, of course, from short. They had so many players all over the place from TYLOO. But 4-2, that's a statement in that round.
That's a ruthless reply, man. Just the first 2 kills, right? Danking firstly just reads Urcast perfectly. He knows he likes to be playing towards connector area. I think he had a very good spawn as well. But look at the follow-up kills. Look at all the three kills, apart from, of course, Cabal just getting hounded by 5 players, in fact. But apart from that, just taking the duels. No utility used, like you said. And apart from the one casualty they had onto somebody, TYLOO, they just broken the money again for Tiger. It's been a rough start here for the Mongolians, considering they won that pistol round so convincingly. Seems like an old faded memory at the moment. TYLOO picking mid early on. Not really going for any contact plays this time around. And looking on top of connector, a few bullets being rattled off by the CT. That is, of course, only Urcast. They're trying to maybe bait TYLOO into going for this A hit, and that could actually work out in their favor. All 5 players grouped up and gathered. I still don't see TYLOO losing this, though.
Well, they can, surely. Walking towards the A bomb side, it's all about just taking these fights. The pistol is starting to poke and prod a little bit, trying to bait them out. Slowly with 1 kill on the NCL, but Urcast, he's there with 1. And somebody alongside Summer is finding the replies, and it's cleaned up. 5-2 for TYLOO. And again, the money's in the bank for Tiger, but it's another scenario where if they want to get that ult, it has to be the glass cannon. They won't have anything around it, so they might just go for the full rifle purchase, I'd say, here. And when we take a look at what TYLOO can bring to the table, it's much more. Danking, an AWP, AK-47s, a plethora of utility alongside reserve cash as well, Blad. This is a good start for TYLOO.
I cannot disagree with you on that statement. Nothing you said there were... Oh, NCL. Danking, man. Like... He's not as consistent as I would like him to be. But he doesn't need to be. He's fun to watch. Like, he's not the super ultra flashy opera like an Annihilation, but I feel like he's even more impactful than Annihilation. If that makes sense. Like Annihilation, he hit those crazy shots super fast and whatnot, but Danking, oh, that's a smoke you don't fail. By the way, TYLOO. Or maybe it's a tactical fail. Maybe he's going to use that. Somebody, he uses it. And 9 should be careful. 9 gets spotted out. There we go. Somebody. It's good to have a player like somebody in your team. Even if you mess up your smoke, he's like, oh, there's a smoke. I'm going to use that. Doesn't matter what type of smoke it is. It's still going to creep around the edge, sit inside of it. I don't know, boost himself on top of it. Try and do something to get a pick. But a slow round coming out from TYLOO here, though, Dinka. 44 seconds. No casualties yet, apart from NCL getting attacked once with the AWP.
Well, I couldn't quite see what was going on, but I'm back into the action now. Summer at the bottom of the connector, it's Urcast. He's going to go down early, slowly opening things up, and that's a big issue. As soon as you lose Urcast in one of the most influential part of the map, well, you've got yourself a huge issue, and that's not going to stop. Slowly with another one, just make it stop. NCL fighting back, but he's going to be shut down by Danking. He pulls the P250, and it's Dobu, the last remaining player with a FAMAS. Again, Tiger just absolutely destroyed. But the time is certainly an issue for TYLOO, but they will get the bomb planted. They run the clock down, but they're confident in finding the kills.
I like the switch up from TYLOO, right? They've been fast and furious quite a few of these rounds. And suddenly they slow things down a notch, take away all the guns. The way they've been winning these rounds, look at the money. The 4 players almost in 10k. Attacker's the only one low cash, but that doesn't really matter. T side. And almost every time, have you noticed that almost every time Tiger have had to go for these duels, it's like they're facing 2 people at the same time, 2 TYLOO members at the same time. They're walking into crosses, looking in a direction. They're not able to get a single break. And that's credit to TYLOO. They're just not giving them space to work with. It almost feels like, honestly, it almost feels like Tiger have just been using, been stuck with pistols more than half this entire map. Attacker, of course, going to clear the angle, leaving all an NCL. He's got an AK, he's got a Kevlar. Probably going to try and save it, but they're going to hunt him down. Although I really don't think it's really worth it. You have so much money, you know Tiger's going to buy anyway. And rather just, you know, there's still a number of rounds remaining here, so I would like it if TYLOO didn't really overcommit on this hunt.
Well, slowly gets rid of NCL, and he's gone. He's out of there. Nothing for Tiger. Saved over to the next round, but the loss bonus certainly helpful, so they can finally get that AWP out. It's going to be Cabal with it, and another AWP picked up for 9, so double AWP setup. We talked about how Cabal was the player that was performing against TYLOO back in the Road to Rio Grand Final, and now we're here. The last day of the group stage is the last match. And he's going to need a shot, but they want to beat TYLOO. They've got the AWP for Dan King. The AK-47's out still for TYLOO, and that money building to a ridiculous level at this point. So Dan King going to peek for that early kill, but now, oh my god, that could have been awful. Urcas just holds a W. That is going to cost him his life because he walks into the winning arms of Attacker, who's available for the trade onto Dan King. So now 4v4, but TYLOO trying to make their way out towards the A-bomb site. But Summer, he neglects to check Dobu's position, and Dobu always plays the Underwood.
A little bit of a mistake being made by TYLOO, but the kill coming in for Attacker, sorry, for Slowly, actually neutralizes man advantage, and bomb will be picked up. Slowly having a lot of map control in his hands. He's got control of jungle, his eyes towards connector. And the one thing, the dual op Dinko. If they get the bomb down, it's not going to be an easy retake. But NCL's there, nearby. Smoke's going to bloom. Oh, Molotov fails it. The second one comes on in. Both of them are going to fail as Cabal's going to get a kill onto somebody all the way from short. And now, things not looking that great. Attacker, 35 seconds. Still work with this. NCL's going to be walking on out. This is so smart from NCL. He's going to find Attacker, and it's all in slowly. 28 seconds. And I think 9's ready. He's read as like a book. He's going to miss a shot, though, and Slowly almost gets a second kill. NCL, 18 seconds. There's a little bit of time for Slowly to work with. He needs to cross and over. It's an op looking in his position. And Cabal, he's not going to miss that one. Tiger, hard-fought round, but they get to round number 3. They're, however, not able to really save both the ops, though. So one of them will be taken away. And again, how many times have we seen this happen? I think it's happened twice already, Dinko, where they get the win, and TYLOO, they immediately just dismantle the economy in the following round. So now's a real test again for Tiger.
Well, somebody comes out from the underpass, smoke up towards top connector. 9 coming off the angle because the smoke coming towards window severs his information flow, and that gives TYLOO so much control of connector, deep short, top middle, under the window. They have so much to work with right now, TYLOO. You can see the pressure is a little bit on now for Tiger. You can see Dobu getting a bit angsty towards the ramp room. Luckily, he's going to catch out Summer, and now somebody, he's been spotted as well. TYLOO kind of forced back. They've lost their early player, and there's no trade potential.
Ooh. Cabal's so lucky to stay alive there. Cabal's been getting bullied, I think, quite a few times by the players. Whoever it is, could be Dan King, could be somebody, could be Attacker. I like that peek. I love that peek. I love that aggression. That's more like it. Nobody's going to stick around, though. That I'm not a big fan of, considering how low Cabal is. Look at somebody's position, Dinko. This is massive. He hears 9. Molotov's going to keep them at bay for a while. Urka's actually snuck on in. There's actually a little bit of a gap in the Molotov, but he's not going to be pushing on in any further. 3 players coming up from CD spawn. They have 1 player towards jungle. Man advantage with Tiger. This is a round we said they need to win, and 9 needs to land a shot. Double scoped and brilliant shot into somebody. He didn't have a chance, and now it's slowly an Attacker.
Well, up on top, 9. Not really finding much, he just kind of scoping around, but it's on Attacker, stuck in connector. The first, the second, and he peeks back. Just 1 player. It's the AWP, though, for 9. He's tapped and he's holding. Attacker swings. It's the kill, but there's no time to win the round. There was a kit behind him, but it's TYLOO who walked away with an 8th round, and Attacker is the man that gets it done. That is just so unfortunate for Tiger.
Man, If he had the kit on him, he had time to get the defuse. We said about how they need this round, Dinko. This money's still gonna be very grim. TYLOO just so good at just turning these rounds around. They're gonna go for the force, and I can't really blame them for it. Running out of opportunities in this first half, and here we go, TYLOO. Patented fast play, but Dobu's there to strike from above. Gonna smoke himself off as well, spraying through the smoke. It's gonna be Urkas getting the kill. Dobu and Urkas teaming up, doing a lot of damage. And now 9 joining the fray. Danking does reply back. And right now it's just Danking though, because somebody hasn't smoked off, mollied off towards Palace. Bomb at least been retrieved by Danking. You can see the rotation taking place. All 4 CTs now lying in wait. And Danking and somebody, they're gonna regroup. Just gonna leg it towards B. I like that. Not wasting any time. And I think Tiger are going to be aware of that. Going to be sending 2 players back towards B, and especially that op in the hands of Cabal should make this cross rather way more difficult than TYLOO would like it. But they're going to slow things down a bit more. Still a minute to work with, Dinko. If you can get 1 pick, you can still work with it.
We were talking about today, when we looked at the graph in the pre-show, all about how TYLOO can pull these kind of rounds back. You can never underestimate TYLOO in these situations. Somebody moving forward into the B bomb site, he's been spotted, but Tiger are playing this really well. They're not giving anything up. They're just letting TYLOO come to them, and Cabal has a pretty good angle. If he shuts down the MP9 player here, that could open things up a little bit. NCL, he's on his own towards the back of the site. Somebody moving forward, trying to make a little bit of space, but finally they'll get that kill back. Working their way into this, but somebody, 4 seconds, can't win this round, wants to die before the time. Unfortunately enough for him, he will do so. It's Urkas that takes down somebody, and it's TYLOO, still at 4. That's a round that wasn't as fantastic for them. And Tiger, they need every round they can get. So this could be the turnaround.
This could be the turnaround. I won't lie. Yeah, 8-3. It's easily recoverable. Get to like 6 rounds, maybe even 5. Nice preemptive incendiary to just neutralize the jungle smoke. TYLOO not going to face, of course. And 9's actually getting quite a bit of information there. It's all about timing. Flashbang out, the 2 T's now ready and waiting. And they know where 9 is. 9's going to be falling on back. That could have been a free kill for him, but the timing... Oh, the timing is perfect. How well have they timed this? How well have they timed this, Dinko? It's almost unfair. Slowly finds Urcast. And 9 replies back on his summer. But the rotation has been cut off. Rotation has been cut off. Now they can head wherever they want to. Slowly. Trying to find another kill. Maybe catch another player. And it's going to find the player. That is going to be Dobu who's going to fall slowly. He's being such a problem. And they come charging onto the B bombs. And Danking finds Cabal. They know exactly where NCL is, or at least have an inkling where he is. And Danking flash a smoke out. It's still going to stick it. What a madman. Because he knows he's got a teammate nearby. Slowly he's going to find 9 as well. Slowly. He's got all the kills in CD spawn, Dinko. It's so not fair. And now NCL left. 1v3. Bomb planted. They know exactly where he is. And there's not a chance in hell. A snowflake chance in hell for him to win this. Attacker been standing out in the open, exposed in the window. That's going to be TYLOO, just striking back almost immediately. And again, every time they win a round, they just destroy the economy once more.
It's really unfortunate. And that's what we always talk about. These better teams, every time, and it gets to the point where TYLOO's just better than everybody, so it's okay to say in this scenario. But when they lose a round, they have the consistency and the ability to just immediately answer back and stop any momentum being built up from their opponent. And that's what allows them to have such strong halves, especially from the T side. You're on the CT side, your opponent needs to get their money going, and you just stop that from building all of the time. They're just going to be always on the back foot. TYLOO are going to get a couple of free rounds here and there without much resistance, and these are those rounds where it's just P250, scouts in play. TYLOO grabbing a 10th round on the board. Double figures reached in the first half already. And we're going to move into the next with TYLOO looking for 11 as the Tech-9 just rattles them away. TOBU and Kabal both going down. And 10-4. TYLOO dominating right now on Mirage.
And even if they get 5 rounds, I don't really fancy Tiger's chances. 10 rounds on Mirage is pretty much a done deal. Although it depends on what mentality TYLOO have coming to this game, right? Like you've noticed against teams like Beyond, against teams like Vici, against you know, those sort of teams, we saw how TYLOO performed at like a next level altogether. They're like, all right, we're just gonna win them, smash them, just destroy whatever confidence they have. And against some of the lesser teams, like for example Mazla, if you remember the Inferno game, I forget which other team it was where it got pretty close in Mirage. It depends on which TYLOO you see. So against Tiger though, this is TYLOO, like you said, looking for vengeance. They want to show why they are the Dragon Emperor of Asia.
Well, 55 seconds. TYLOO taking this one a little bit slower. But it's going to be the B hit. Slowly the front man from short. Kabal up in the apartment, so the NCL tucked in below. The setup could work for Tiger. TYLOO aren't careful. Well, Kabal needs his first kill. Somebody is just so good at clearing corners. It's impossible to win against him. And now NCL up on top. Dan King, he'll fall, but the rest of his team are finding kill after kill. It's slowly shutting away Urcast. And now it's TOBU and 9 looking for a 2v4 B retake. And how? How did TYLOO keep doing this?
They're just better at aiming at head, Stinko.
They don't even need the bomb plant. They take forever to plant the bomb. 11-4, Tiger just dominated in the first half.
Attacker 19 kills. I keep picking on Summer, right? I'm like, he doesn't get a chance to do anything.
He's throwing like 90 flashbangs, blow. We can give it to him.
That's true. But it's I feel bad for him because, you know, once upon a time when before he changed his name to Summer, when he was called Fancy, he was regarded as probably the best Chinese player. And now he's kind of like taking a seat back. He's like calling for the team. He's being such a supportive player. And I got to give credit to him. I like how he's managed to kind of, I wouldn't say swallow his ego, more like kind of temper his expectations as to where he stands in the team. When you have players like the ones you have, there's no need for you to be the star anymore. As long as you get the win. I think that is kind of like a maturity I'm seeing out from Summer in the recent months, which is wonderful to see.
Yeah, and we actually seen some decent performances out of him in a couple of maps as well. I mean, he was up there fragging alongside the likes of somebody on 22 kills in one of the maps on Inferno, but Attacker is going to find himself just a plethora of kills, 3 coming in quickly, and now it's 9, alone in the world, and it's not a nice world to be involved in, but somebody in Summer, they're even worse. I'll see if we can shut him down. Move forward. 9 just left alone on default. He'll be peeking out to the left and the right side. A headshot. Okay. 9 nearly takes everyone down with him. But it's 12-4. TYLOO win the pistol round. But that was far too close at the end.
I couldn't even see because my feed lagged a little bit. I couldn't even see how Attacker got those kills. That was too fast. All right, there we go. Replay time. 1, 2. Oh, he even gets aim punched,
yeah.
and still gets the kill. Oh,
well, that's unlucky. TYLOO 4 away from taking the win here on Mirage. Tiger don't have anything in this round, so it should be 13. Absolutely no problem.
Well, if it does get to 13, then it's definitely 14 as well, because then they're completely broke, right? They'll just have Glocks. This is the force buy and Danking's position here. He's got a little trust fund gun. Looking to get some money. He's going to allow a player out. 1. Oh, not able to get a second though, but Attacker's close by. This is risky. M4 in hand. And he's getting teased by the player from Palace. That's good work, but Summer and somebody, they make it easy. The stripes on these Tiger, they've been stripped clean, Dinko. It's going to be 14 for TYLOO. Absolute domination. I mean, look at that head-to-head, right? Like, these are the main operas. You look at the kills, you're like, oh, it's not that terrible. It's not terrible at all. But then you look at everything else. You look at the overall scores, and you're like, well, Danking really hasn't had to do much. Slowly, somebody attacker. Oh, that's an ouch.
Nice kill from attacker. Somebody up in the apartments. I think I'm a fan of Tiger trying something here, but it's not worked out for them. They're just getting absolutely wrecked. Now Urcast just left alone in the world. They're going to be trying to play for the win in regulation, but that means they have to win 12 rounds in a row, Blair. They have to win every single one of the remaining rounds in regulation. That's not a nice win condition.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's looking unlikely. I feel like real life Tigers have a better chance of surviving extinction than these guys do right now. Although I did read a new report that the overall tiger population in the world has really risen up quite drastically. That's some good news, Dinko.
That is very good news. Hopefully most of them are in the wild. And what? Somebody will be holding on, but the rest of his teammates are kind of falling down here. Summer and Attacker both gone without a kill from either of them. Boost should be finding slowly here as the smoke starts to fade away, but player inside of the smoke generally gets a good advantage. Slowly how this one works out, and slowly, there we go. Danking as well, just getting a kill before that. So we're back into a 3v2, favoring TYLOO somehow. Danking's got a double kill. And Cabal and 9, they've got to try and work their way into this round. And how many times? You were talking about it in the pre-show, the graph showed it. TYLOO can turn these rounds in their favor pretty much every time. Well, 38% of the time, but, you know. A little bit of hyperbole to emphasize the fact they do it so often.
Oh, well, they know exactly what the last player is. He's at least got that little bit of a temporary smoke wall. And Danking, of course he's gonna peek you. Of course he's gonna peek you. Well, I mean, let's look at the silver lining. This was TYLOO's map pick. And I kind of feel like over the past 3 weeks, we talk about Beyond Dinko, we talk about how Vici can be good on this map. I think the Kings of Mirage, well, the Asian Kings of Mirage are back. I don't think we can really argue against that. They've looked so very good. They made Beyond look like just rank amateurs in Mirage. Like, they didn't have a chance. 16-7, complete demolition. Play against Tiger, a team who can play Mirage as well. Look at Slowly, he's just... It's not allowing them any space to work with, although Ensil does reply back. So Slowly, a player who don't really see being this aggressive. Well, when you're 15-4 up, I guess you are allowed a little bit of...
It's like when that quiet kid at school even starts piping up and making fun of someone. Yeah, it's like, yeah, what he said. It's like, shut up. Shut up, Slowly. Well, 4-4. In terms of player count, just over a minute in play. As Urcast, well, he's stuck in Palace. He is over here on his own. I think Tiger realized we may have been able to pull us back into a 4 versus 4, but this is nowhere near a done round. Still got to work so much map control in your favor. It literally have nothing to play with right now. Eventually, they're going to send a couple of players down and towards middle, but they have to realize the bomb's still back there, so they have to go back and recover that again. They smoke off the window. Cabal's in towards underpass, but Summer has taken away Urcast over towards A, and they've just lost their most influential player on the A bomb site. And there's 3 players over here for TYLOO, and that's where the bomb's sprinting. I'm not seeing a crit outcome, unfortunately, here. TYLOO have every player in the right position to deal with this.
The worst decision they could have made, Dinko. Go to A. And yeah, that's a GG.
Goodbye, Cabal. Goodbye, Tiger. 16-4, TYLOO. Well, they've sedated the Tiger, and it's just kind of lying there. It's not going well for them at all. Tiger just getting absolutely destroyed, and TYLOO clearly showing that they're a much different team than played in ESL 1 Road to Rio.
And this seems like TYLOO is not even trying that make sense?
Yeah.
They're not even trying. They're just out aiming, out dueling. Again, simple, basic counter strike, and whatever Tiger throw at it, it's just not sticking. It's not working out. Jason, Mitch, that was just a very, very quick affair.
Everything we expected and more, really, wasn't it? When we looked at this matchup, we said TYLOO, they're going to come in, they're going to treat Tiger with a lot of respect or a lot of disrespect, or whatever. They knew that they were going to have to win this game to show Tiger they're not going to be beating them again. And my God, did they do it? I mean, I'm looking up, I'm looking down, grabbing a drink of water, turning around. It's like double digits for TYLOO all of a sudden. What was that? Attackers dominating slowly up there. And something you guys were talking about, right? Slowly he's trying to pipe up and start to get those kills as well. Say, oh, I can frag too. It's like, we know everyone here can frag. All right. Where's the people on Tiger? And we mentioned that, Urcast, yes, he can be solid, but where else can Tiger look to get those kills? And in this series, well, I think our concerns have already been underlined.
I was looking at that and I saw the pistol round just go so cleanly to Tiger, and to me, I'm just kind of like, well, that's going to be a real close match. Maybe Tiger have shown up to play, but then with TYLOO getting 3 back-to-back rounds right after that, leads me to wonder, like, what was going on. I mean, Tiger, come on, they couldn't string any rounds together. Ericast was going for a decent amount of opening duels. He was successful with them, going 4-3, but NCL was 0-5. On the other side, Sully 4-3, Danking 4-1, somebody 3-0. It just seemed like every time Tiger had some sort of advantage, someone on the side of TYLOO would just shut that down.
I mean, there's something we can look at in this where, like, pretty much any statistic you bring up, anything with the exception of Urcast probably that you mentioned for Tiger, is why they lost. I mean, there were just nothing, absolutely nothing. Even look at that last round, 4v4. What happens? Immediately they lose Urcast over towards the A side. He's just pushing by himself. Where, like, Tiger consistently gave TYLOO the opportunities,